Well, at Chicago for the NHRA Full Throttle Drag Racing Series, the United Association Route 66 Nationals. This is a pair we have been waiting for. Antron Brown and Larry Dixon. And a few minutes ago, Dave Reef caught up with Larry Dixon.
Second consecutive race, the Allen Abbey driver, Larry Dixon, races Antron Brown. They always get big when you get to round number 2, but I'm kind of curious, when things are going so good as they are with the #1 qualified car this weekend, is there anything else that goes on in your mind other than racing?
No, I try to keep that to a minimum. I get anything else in there, it'll just screw me up. So we just keep my head down, pay attention to what I need to do, maybe listen to a little bit of music in between, but that's about it. Just try and hold my end up.
If everything goes right, 4:30, maybe winner's circle. We'll have to find out.
Well, and these two do have some history this year. Antron Brown was the runner-up at Houston to Larry Dixon, and then at Topeka fouled out in the second round to Larry Dixon.
Well, I'm sure Antron remembers that red light in Topeka because he pretty much gave that run away. Larry had problems on it, but was able to advance because of the red light. So talk about Larry Dixon. Key is, for both drivers, be focused. Good race.
Oh, man, Larry Dixon, 383. Hard to tell because Brown ran a 383 with a 9, 317 miles an hour at the finish for Larry Dixon.
How about that? Drivers had identical reaction times. The win was determined on the racetrack itself. Larry Dixon was able to run 9,000ths of a second quicker on the racetrack, and that was the difference at the stripe. On board with Antron. What a great drag race. As we said, identical reaction times. Larry Dixon was just barely able to get by at the finish.
You love to see it go that way. There is our Ultramo showing the two of them as they roll down that course. You can watch the cylinders fire and everything. Well, we want to take you back 2 weeks to Topeka and Antron Brown. You remember as he matched up alongside of Larry Dixon, they both seemed to wait a long time. Antron called it a long tree, and that's the subject of our Geico Power Sports Tractionary.
Well, the tractionary is a long tree, and it's once the cars are staged, the amber lights on the tree take longer than usual to activate. They heard in an interview, Larry said that they did have a long tree when they made that particular run. Now, the computer determines after both cars stage when to set the amber lights to go off, and it's between 0.8 of a second and 1.3. And I can tell you, normally it's about 8 or 9 of a second is normal, and when they hold that tree to like maybe 1.2 or 1.3 seconds, you're talking about a lifetime when you're sitting there getting ready to go.
Boy, Antron Brown was so upset over that. He just took a long walk.